Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we rise now for the Japanese national anthem. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
So things are underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, the defender, Hiroki Ito, looks every inch a modern centre-back, Peter, and his track record in Europe is very impressive to boot. From what I've seen, he is very disciplined, clever, and most importantly, he's actually quite adaptable too.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time. Tries a shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, that pass isn't the best. Kubo. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. It's not an especially good pass, that. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, that's a key interception. Maida. And it's made its way to him. Shoots! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Bruno Guimaraes. He's had a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Japan are looking to go forward now. Brazil leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And he's managed to get free. That's the keeper's ball. Ibanez. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Duan. Now it's Rafinha. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Tries one from range. He's had it taken off him. Good chance here. Maida. Rafinha, given the lift of his goal. And it's Kamada. That's destined for the flank. Showing great feet there. Throw in. Rafinha. Now it's Bruno Guimaraes. It's a really well-measured ball. Maida. Kubo.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Ito. And Maida stood up well to him there. Pinches it off him. That has ended up in no man's land. Lucas Paqueta receives it in, takes the shot! Not the most accurate pass. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Neymar. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Brazil are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Always goal side. Not the most convincing of passes. And they can counter here. Neymar. Good ball. And the shot! Brilliant by Evan Nielsen! A finish right from the top draw. A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
And that has left him in a heap.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Bruno Guimaraes. Great ball and he's in here. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Duan. Marquinhos has given away a free kick. Ito. Maida. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Evan Nielsen. Now it's Neymar. who's going to be first to this? Cleared without hesitation. What a throw in. Takes a shot. Nearly, but not quite.
It is.
And we've reached half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Brazil are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. So right back into the action. Oh, that's well spotted. Marquinhos. Now Ederson. Alexandro. Now it's Neymar. Opts for safety. Pressing high and with purpose. Now it's Evanilson. And it's Marquinhos. And it's Paquetá. And here's Rafinha. And a chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
And they've got rid. Japan have the chance to go the other way. Oh, there's a probing ball. He'll try from distance. Oh, denied brilliantly.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So, third corner of the game. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Decent chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
And now he has two. "3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Evanilson. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's taking no chances there. Japan can bring Evanilson! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Now this could be a chance. And this is Neymar. This might spell danger. In with the challenge. Neymar. And that is expertly dealt with. Kamada. Chance here to counter. And here's Evanilson. Here's a chance! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Brazil certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Kamada. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha currently being consciously targeted.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Brazil do have a chance to counter here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. It's not an especially good pass, that.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality. And
He's going for goal! Oh, that's a waste.
well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Rafinha. And here's Eva Nielsen. Eva Nielsen ploughing through the middle. Can he finish? It's a goal! They are playing them off the park. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Maida. Space for him to turn and look. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Gently done. Duan. Now it's Rafinha. That's rather hopeful. Engages and forces him off the ball. And the counter is on. Marquinhos. And it's Paquetá. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, shooting chance!
Teremos uma substituição.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And that has been cleared. Oh, that's a fine interception. And now they can spring out of defence. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Doan. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Over to the right flank. Now it's Eva Nielsen. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Brazil looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch, and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Eva Nielsen on the score sheet 3 times, very much the man. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Brazil definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. It is a true heavyweight clash.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
So straight into the action. And here's, can he finish? Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Duan. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, the defender, Hiroki Ito, looks every inch a modern centre-back, Peter, and his track record in Europe is very impressive to boot. From what I've seen, he is very disciplined, clever.
Big chance! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Aos 8 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 11.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So that's two now without reply.
Oh, I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Eva Nielsen, now it's Rafinha. Now it's Lucas Paqueta. Brazil have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Oh, that pass isn't the best. It's a really well-measured ball. He is through here! Now then, the ball's come loose. Japan have it back and can go again.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Neymar. Rafinha. He's going for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Duan. Now this could be a chance. It's a threatening ball. Rafinha! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Brazil find a position of real strength now. Kamada. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Pass somewhat off target. Alexandro. And he's in on goal. He's picked his way through. Deftly away. Japan have reclaimed it. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Neymar. And here's Evan Nielsen. And the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Ah, that's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Kamada. Brazil heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Maida does well to get it back. Marquinhos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ito. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Pinches it off him. Aims beyond the defence.
That was lovely.
He's having a hit! It's a goal! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? And the referee has signalled for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Brazil largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. That gets us going once more. And here's Kubo. Oh, that's fabulous. Nice control. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Gabriel did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Maida. Looking to play him in. Ederson. And it's Paquetá. Brazil do have a chance to counter here. And here's Neymar. And he shoots! But he's left disappointed.
Evan Nielsen is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Oh, what has happened here? Throw in. Kamada. Rafinha. Kamada. And here's Evan Nielsen. Real chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Evan Nielsen actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Maida. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Evan Nielsen. He's having a pop! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Brazil really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
He has found a way through. Oh, look at the chance for a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Short changes him with that pass.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of being taken off.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Lucas Paqueta. Kubo bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. That's a good ball out wide. Rafinha looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Gabriel. Out towards the flank. He's got away. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Marquinhos. Here's Lucas Paqueta. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Tries from distance. Brilliant by Evan Nielsen! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Oh, did he not thump that? Did he not thump that?
Well, that was struck with a level up from venom. Power and control aren't easy to pair up, and that was an exception.
Brazil visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Maida. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now there's a fine ball. Pings it across. Oh, it's gone in!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
And he cuts out the supply.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's having a hit! A real chance and a real let-off. Maida. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Oh, Red, nice interception. Shifted it to the flank. Maida. And he's running through. Ederson with the clearance. Neymar. Dealt with nicely by the defence. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And that will be the final act. Brazil can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. Rafinha picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
So we're very much on the way now. Ito. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, the defender, Hiroki Ito, looks every inch a modern centre-back, Peter, and his track record in Europe is very impressive to boot. From what I've seen, he is very disciplined, clever, and most importantly, he's actually quite adaptable too.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Now it's Evan Nielsen. And that was nowhere near his best. Ito. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Nicely spread. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Neymar. Now it's Rafinha. Oh, cracking chance! It's bounced back off the post. Evan Nielsen is flagged offside. Pinches it off him.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
And here's Evan Nielsen. Steaming on goalward. Great chance! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now it's Evan Nielsen! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Well, it's a shame it ended up a little wasteful. They had the perfect opportunity to break away, and then they go and do that. It's got to be a quicker transition.
Brazil with the corner, they're first. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Evan Nielsen purring through the gears. Evan Nielsen! Duan. And he's had it nicked away. Ederson. That's an excellent interception. And here's Rafinha. He's having a hit! Again, a brilliant save.
Rafinha really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
Brazil have their second corner now. And it's made its way to him. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run. Decent chance! Japan are looking to go forward now. And the finish! And they're back on the ball again. Nicely aimed pass. And the counter is on. This looks promising. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Kubo! Lucas Paqueta. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Tries from a long way out. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Evan Nielsen actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Rafinha! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target. Evan Nielsen. Now it's Neymar. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Neymar. Oh, that is a big chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Corner number 4 coming up here. That's a decent clearance. Marquinhos. Lucas Paqueta. Rafinha picks it up out wide. Duan. Quality ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he was quick to react.
This is the time you need that pace.
Maida receives. That's it, 45 minutes up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So there was the first half.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. The second half is up and running.
Brazil are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Rafinha.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Rafinha. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Bruno Guimaraes does well to get it back. Maida. And back to the goalkeeper. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Aimed beyond the defence. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, nicely intercepted. And there's his chance to lead the counter. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Maida. Evan Nielsen is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Now it's Evan Nielsen. Might be danger here. Rafinha!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Paquetá. Ibanez. Evan Nielsen. Evan Nielsen finds himself offside. Ito. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now that's well seen too. Now he's got space here. That's been slipped through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cross, and the shot! Goal! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Japan have fired themselves in front.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And this is Neymar. Can he finish? They're up to 5 corners now. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. Gabriel gets a foot in here. Maida. Alexandro clears. Brazil now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Tries from distance. Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Lucas Paquetá takes a shot! Well taken goal. And right near the end, we have parity. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Spread it left.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Now it's Evan Nielsen. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Tries to get it clear.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Added time going up, just about within shooting range. That's that, the end. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Evan Nielsen voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for either side, of course, although if you look at the overall balance of things, neither did enough to win this, and I think the result is quite fair.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
So we're up and running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, the defender, Hiroki Ito, looks every inch a modern centre-back, Peter, and his track record in Europe is very impressive to boot. From what I've seen, he is very disciplined, clever, and most importantly, he's actually quite adaptable too.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Bruno Guimaraes. Lucas Paqueta. And here's Rafinha. Evan Nielsen! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? In he goes again! Oh, good-looking ball.
Brazil would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. Kubo. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Evan Nielsen. steaming on goalwards. Shoots! Goal! Brazil! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Camisa 16.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Ibanez. Brazil already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominant. Can he finish? It's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Para o Brasil. Aos 17 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 16.
Brazil are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Oh, I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Ederson. And it's Neymar. Now it's Evan Nielsen. And here's Rafinha. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Brazil have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Marquinhos.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's in a great position here. Caught offside that time. The pass has gone astray. Maida. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Ito engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Evan Nielsen. He's on it, can he get away? Approaching the half-hour mark. Now it's Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's Rafinha. This look, Evan Nielsen! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Brazil really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Ederson. And here's Evan. Tries from distance. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Kubo. Ito cuts it out. Maida. And Rafinha. And he was quick to react. Ederson. And it's Neymar. Now this could... He's had a shot! Against the crossbar! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
It's pretty much standard practice these days.
Maida, and he's certainly onside here. He is through here. Oh no, what has happened here? Can he finish? A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Kamada. Neymar. And now the breakaway. And here's Rafinha. Kubo. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Alexandro. And here's Neymar. Now there's a fine ball. That's an excellent interception.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bruno Guimaraes does really well to win the ball there. And here's Evan Nielsen. Goes for a shot! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Brazil really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Brazil looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. That gets us going once more. Maida. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Kubo. And it's Neymar. And here's Rafinha. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Maida. Looking for options for movement. Quality ball. And here's Kubo. Bruno Guimaraes wins the duel this time. Brazil can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Not the most accurate pass. Kubo. Maida. Nicely spread. Doan. And he's managed to get free. Maida. It's Maida! No, just not quite.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
That's a sharp pass. And here's Kubo. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's hit the bar! Marquinhos is there, and he can get that clear. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Eva Nielsen looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Pinches it off him. Ibanez. Well, that's been cut out, well played.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And it's Paquetá. And no, that was never going to make it. Kubo. Rafinha. Now it's Eva Nielsen. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And this is Neymar! Neymar is flagged offside. Kamada, foot in. Rafinha with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Kamada. Oh no, this does not look good. Pass somewhat off target. And that has been slung wide. He's found a way through. Big chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ah, he's fizzed it forward. Alexandro spots it and intercepts. Eva Nielsen, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. He's gone for goal. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Rafinha clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
Rafinha, and here's Rafinha. Chance! Brilliant from Rafinha! About as smooth as it gets. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Brazil find a position of real strength now. Kamada. Brazil are coasting towards victory. Maida. That pass isn't the best. Now it's Lucas Paquetá. And it's made its way to him. Now it's Neymar. Tries a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
Neymar.
Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Brazil are having a ball here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see...
Lucas Paqueta!
No, that's just wide. Kamada. That's going wide left.
4 added minutes on the board.
Rafinha. Oh, that's a key interception.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Taken back almost at once. Lucas Paqueta. He's gone forward.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough.
Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Eva Nielsen claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
We are just getting started.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, the defender, Hiroki Ito, looks every inch a modern centre-back, Peter, and his track record in Europe is very impressive to boot. From what I've seen, he is very disciplined, clever, and most importantly, he's actually quite adaptable too.
Bullish header! Goal! Japan! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Ibanez. Now it's Eva Nielsen. Takes a shot. He's done very well to get to that.
Eva Nielsen is offering a wry smile there.
Brazil with the corner, they're first. Maida with the clearance. Gabriel. Bruno Guimaraes. Neymar. Chance, surely! And yes, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
He's going for goal! Oh, my word, that is quite something! A finish right from the top draw! And they're back in front! Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Japan with the lead. Marquinhos. That is ended up in no man's land. Just about within shooting range. Kamada. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Eva Nilsson. Eva Nilsson! Oh, that is outstanding! He's got himself an absolute peach. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So again, we have parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most...
That's rather hopeful. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Maida goes looking wide. Ah, pleasingly open affair so far. Goals wherever you look. Bruno Guimaraes. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And here's Eva Nilsson. Oh, super ball. Decent chance! Duan. Nice looking ball. It's a promising position. He's picked his way through. Marquinhos can clear it away. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Eva Nilsson, and he's had it nicked away. It's not an especially good pass, that. And it's Kubo. Oh, that's fabulous. Neymar. Now it's Eva Nilsson.
This is the time you need that pace.
Tries from a long way out.
Maida. Lucas Paqueta. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Now it's Rafinha. Now it's Neymar. Maida. That's destined for the flank. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Good ball, good take. Now it's Rafinha. Real chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Tries to thread one through. Great ball if he can get there. Deftly away. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Ibanez. Now it's Lucas Paqueta. And here's Rafinha. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Distributed tidily. Chance! Cleared away.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Maida. And it's Neymar. Rafinha. Oh, it's Neymar! It's off target and by quite a way.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
Rafinha. Now this could be a chance.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2.
Second period then underway.
Brazil are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Ibanez. That's headed upfield. And here's Paqueta. Now it's... And the shot! Superb goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Brazil leading now.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Now it's Rafinha. Chance for a shot! Oh, good finish. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
Aos 8 minutos do segundo tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 11,
Brazil go up by 2 and are looking good.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Closing in on... There's the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit the good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Corner number 2 then. And the keeper beats it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's a key interception. Duan. Ito. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. He is through here. And he's gone looking for safety. Taken back almost at once. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Ito. And they can counter here. Looking to play him in. This looks promising. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Evan Nielsen, played out towards the right wing. Now it's Lucas Paqueta. Shapes to shoot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, shooting chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Evan Nielsen looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Lucas Paqueta has got himself a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Rafinha taking charge of the dead ball. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. But he's left disappointed.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Kamada, pressing high and with purpose. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Oh, sweet feet. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Thinks about the shot.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Kamada. And Maida. And here's Evan Nielsen.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Now it's Rafinha. No, that's been intercepted. Duan. Just 5 minutes remaining now. And here's Rafinha. Engages and forces him off the ball. Neymar. Maida. And it's Kamada.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Paquetá. 2 minutes to be added on. Neymar! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Kamada tries to pass it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's found a way through. That's that, the end. Brazil have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Rafinha voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
So straight into the action. And that pass just didn't quite work. Lucas Paqueta can get it clear. And he's managed to get free.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Kubo. And he can thump it away. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I quite like the look of this boy, Ito, because he's...
It's Maida! Goal! Japan! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Brazil are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And here's Evan Nielsen. And that has been knocked clear. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Gabriel proves too strong. Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Eva Nielsen. Eva Nielsen ploughing through the middle. Takes a shot! And that's in!
And once more, we are all square. You score, we score. Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Brazil restore parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response. Yeah, they were looking for a counter.
Tries from a long way out.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And here's Eva Nielsen. Rafinha! He's got away with one there. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Eva Nielsen is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. And that should get the job done. Japan have the chance to go the other way. Ito gets it clear. Maida looking to add to his goal. And the shot's on. And the shot! Goal! Brazil! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood. And he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
And yes, it's him again. Brazil have their lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And here's Kubo. Plays a sharp little ball here. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Kamada. Maida. Ibanez, Rafinha, and they can counter here. Now it's Neymar, and it's Neymar. And here's Rafinha. He's gone for goal. Oh, what has happened here? Kubo. Spread to the right. That'll be a throw. This looks promising. Oh, that's ambitious. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he has shown him a yellow card. Now it's Evan Nielsen.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Neymar. Brazil do have a chance to counter here. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Ito. And it's Kubo. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Neymar. That's destined for the flank. And it's made its way to him. He's free, he has got space. Kamada. And here's the chance to counter. Marquinhos. And here's Evan Nielsen. Maida. Oh, that's a key interception. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Brazil ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. The second period is underway. And it's Kubo. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Now it's Lucas Paqueta. Here's a chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Maida.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Duan. That is ended up in no man's land. Lucas Paqueta. Ibanez. And here's Evan Nielsen. Nice. And the shot! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Brazil go up by 2 and are looking good.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Rafinha.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
He'll try from distance. Fantastic from Ederson. A finish of true class. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Brazil palpably stronger, better, superior.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Kubo, and he's got away from him. Marquinhos with the clearance. Kubo had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Eva Nielsen being watched hawkishly here.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Japan have a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Duan. And it's Guimaraes. Kamada. And Maida. And here's Rafinha. Spread out to the left. Kamada. Rafinha. Lovely ball. Tries one from range. And that's off target.
Eva Nielsen clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Kubo. Oh, good spread. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Great chance! And that is quite wonderful! A finish right from the top draw! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
If you have that good a connection, you know where that's going to end up, Peter. I think he knew the moment he caught it.
So could they be onto something here? Kamada. Oh, well played. Maida. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Now it's Evan. Can he finish? And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Kamada. That's the throw. And he's been shifted off it. Ederson. And it's Neymar. He's having a hit!
Ibanez. Out of play for a throw. Goes for goal! No, he's missed it.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
The final 5 minutes. Kamada, played out to the left flank. Space for him to turn and look. He's found a way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Kamada. A lot of space ahead of him. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And now they can clear their lines. Brazil are looking to break at pace. 4 added minutes on the board. Applies the finish! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Kamada. That's the end. Brazil have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Eva Nielsen reflecting on a stellar performance and now taking home a permanent reminder for his mantelpiece. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together. And it's been a very impressive turnaround.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.